let's understand the relationship between total cost, total factor cost and total variable cost. Now, we will draw the three cost curves here, right here. Let's draw it, okay? On the y-axis, we take what? We take total cost, total factor cost, fixed cost, and total variable cost. On the x-axis, what do we take? We take output. Now, the graph or the curve of total fixed cost is straight line. So this goes your TFC. TVC, total variable cost. TC, total cost. Now, we have drawn the three cost curves right there. Now, let's look at that and understand what is written here. It is too much of information but too easy to understand, okay? TFC curve is a horizontal straight line. Yes, TFC curve is indeed a horizontal straight line parallel to the x-axis as it remains constant at all level of output. It remains constant at all level of outputs. So that's what it means. Okay. Uske baad, TC, total cost, and TVC curves are inversely S-shaped. Because why inversely S-shaped? Because they rise initially at a decreasing rate, then at a constant rate, and finally at an increasing rate. The reason behind the shape is law of variable proportions. So here comes the secret. Why it is inversely S-shaped? It is inversely S-shaped because of the law of variable proportions. Next thing, at zero output, TC is equal to TFC. Now at zero level of output, TC is equal to TFC. Okay, uske baad, there is no variable cost at zero level of output. There is no variable cost at zero level of output. यहाँ पे देखो, zero. But if you number it, तो अगर हम इसे zero ले लें और यहाँ पे ले लें इसे 12, so यहाँ पे at zero level of output, जब आपका output zero है, तो then also you are bearing, you have to bear your 12 rupees, okay, and you also have to, क्योंकि अगर TC है, TC is what? TFC plus TVC. Now TFC यहाँ पे 12 है और आउटपुट आपका 0 हो रहा है, मतलब यहाँ पे कोई प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो रहा है, आउटपुट इज 0, तो आपको वेरिएबल कॉस्ट देना पड़ेगा? नहीं देना पड़ेगा, तो ये हो जाएगा यहाँ 0. सो TC इज इक्वल टू 12. So 12 is what your total factor cost. So that is the meaning ki at zero level of output, TC is equal to TFC because there is no variable cost at zero level of output. So TC and TFC curves start from the same point which is above the origin. That is your origin point, this. Okay? Uske baad, the vertical distance, okay, you all know the difference between vertical and horizontal. Vertical, ऐसे, straight. Horizontal. तो अपना जो TFC है, total fixed cost, that is horizontal. Now, here we are talking about the vertical distance. I mean the straight line. Okay. Vertical distance between TFC curve and TC curve is equal to TVC. As TVC rises with the increase in output, the distance between TFC and TC curve also goes on increasing. Okay. Uske baad, the last point of relationship between these three things. TC and TVC curves are parallel to each other and the vertical distance between them remains the same at all level of output because the gap between them represents TFC, which remains constant at all level of output. Now, this was information overload, but that's okay. So TC and TVC curves. TC and TVC curve are parallel to each other and the vertical distance between them remains the same. Parallel hai, the vertical distance between them remains the same at all level of outputs because the gap between them represents TFC, which remains constant at all level of output. Now, I hope the relationship between TC, TFC and TVC is clear to all of you.